Feeling hated? It's tough, isn't it? The sting of unfair hatred can cut deep. But there's a profound perspective from R.C. Sproul that can shift our hearts and minds. When I think I'm unfairly hated, I try to remember that I'm unfairly loved. Let's delve into what this means through the lens of Reformed theology. First off, Reformed theology teaches us about the sovereignty of God. It's the belief that God is in control of everything, every event, every emotion, every circumstance. So when you feel hated, remember that it's not outside of God's plan. He knows, He sees, and He's with you. Now let's talk about that second part, unfairly loved. According to Reformed theology, all humans are inherently sinful and do not deserve God's love or grace. But here's the beauty. God loves us anyway. This is often referred to as unmerited grace. God's love isn't something we earn, it's a gift, an undeserved, lavish gift that He pours out on us despite our flaws and failures. And isn't that amazing? I mean, think about it. While you might be facing unfair hatred from the world, you are simultaneously wrapped in the most profound, undeserved love from God. The Creator of the universe looks at you with love, not because of who you are, but because of who He is. Let's take a moment to reflect on Jesus. He faced the ultimate form of unfair hatred. He was sinless, yet He was mocked, beaten, and crucified. But why? To demonstrate the greatest act of love the world has ever known. Jesus' sacrifice on the cross is the epitome of being unfairly loved. Through His suffering, we find our redemption and a model for how to respond to hatred. In moments when you feel overwhelmed by negative emotions, remember that Jesus understands. He's been there and He walks with you. Reformed theology also emphasizes the perseverance of the saints, which means that God will never abandon you, even in your darkest hours. So next time you feel the weight of unfair hatred, pause and remind yourself of this truth. You are unfairly loved by an all-knowing, all-powerful, and ever-present God. This love is your anchor, your hope, and your strength. It's what allows you to face hatred with a heart full of grace and forgiveness. Let this perspective transform your heart and mind. Let it fill you with peace, knowing that your worth and identity come from God's unmerited love. Let it empower you to respond to hatred not with bitterness, but with the same love and grace that has been freely given to you. Remember, when you think you're unfairly hated, you are indeed unfairly loved. And that, my friends, changes everything. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed and remember, you are loved beyond measure.